Billy says to me, you know, Billy kept saying, the reason Ralph is so annoying and he tries to be funny at these bar mitzvahs and weddings and stuff whenever we all get together, and he throws pieces of paper at the help and everything, he says he wants to be a performer. And I said, I don't think that's it, you know. But Billy doesn't tell me. Ralph evidently has been calling Billy over and over again to write him a stand-up act. No.
Oh, this is interesting.
How funny is that?
That was right out of left field, too. Right?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Now he has that quiz.
You're kidding.
Look on his face.
According to Billy, you've asked V for Billy to write you a stand-up act?
No. It's completely not true.
You don't call Billy?
No, I've never called Billy.
You've never spoken to V West?
I've spoken to V.
And you never asked if Billy could write you funny jokes?
No.
Really?
I swear to God.
Oh, we'll wait till Billy gets in here.
Yeah. We'll confront you then.
Because Billy claims you're trying to put together a stand-up act.
I wouldn't make that up.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't think that Billy would make that up.
Billy needs to be medicated, or maybe he is. Maybe
I don't know.
Problem. I don't know.
Maybe that's why he looks like a spaz on the E-Network.
Yeah. I do impressions. Billy.
Very good. All right, I'll find out when he comes in. Thank you. Not a retard.
I hope that's true.
Yeah, Mr. Ralph, I give him a job to do. It always backfires. I end up doing it myself. You know, I'm really into biking now. You know, I go bike riding every day.
Now, why is Ralph involved?
Well, when I bike ride, you evidently need special glasses.
Bike riding glasses?
Yeah, I know it sounds corny, but the reason you need them is the wind. I never realized how much the wind and the dirt kick up into your face. What? Oh, my God. I mean, I could barely open my eyes this morning. So
you need something like goggles?
No, they're sunglasses, but they wrap around, almost like Yoko wraps around her sunglasses, you know?
That would be a type of goggle.
Yeah, like the sports glasses, they call them. So, unfortunately, I can't see that good, and I don't wear contact lenses, so you have to put some sort of prescription in these goggles, and it's very difficult because the goggles wrap around, and it's hard to put a lens in them.
Yeah.
So, that started me on my search for sports, sunglasses. So I bought a pair at the bike shop. They cost like $150, $200, and they put an eyeglass piece inside the glasses. So in other words, you have glasses on your nose, and then they wrap around glasses.
Oh.
You have two apparatus on your nose, and I got a big nose, thank God. I can carry all these apparatus.
You've got room for a couple more then.
But when I bought those, it was by a company called Bolé. And they're off my face so that all the dirt and grit get right up into my eyes. So you need wraparound glasses. So I don't know. It just seems like it's very difficult to get these glasses. So there's this company, Oakley, that makes glasses. And they actually can do it so that there's not two glasses. There's only one glass.
They make one pair of glasses with a prescription lens.
Yeah, but they have to do it themselves. And I put Ralph in charge of getting me some Oakleys, but also in the meantime, Oakley takes like 6 weeks to get you the glasses. So then there was another pair of sunglasses with like these, like motorcycle glasses, like the sides are covered up so you don't get dirt in your eye. I told Ralph to get me the glasses. I send them over there. Then the guy says Ralph told him not to make the glasses. Then I finally call over there. Now Ralph was supposed to pick me up the glasses today. Now I find out that the glasses have gone out to Long Island. My wife's supposed to pick them up. That means I'll never get the friggin' glasses. I put him in charge. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, Gay Rich is involved. I got Gay Rich, my wife, the guy Lloyd from the glasses place. I just want the friggin' glasses. I can't see.
How is that my fault? And it broke down when you made the call to the shop.
No.
You shouldn't have been involved. You didn't need to be involved. You would have.
I don't need to be involved. Where's my glasses? I still don't have glasses.
You would have had them first thing this morning.
What is it, Gary? You're sure I would have. I was supposed to have them yesterday.
No. I got a weird call from the eye guy yesterday.
Yeah.
We weren't ready yesterday.
Your buddy Lloyd. And he said he wanted to know if he could drop the glasses off with somebody that your wife is friends with.
Carol.
And I said, hey, you know what? You better call Ralph. I don't know what's going on
here. Then he called Ralph, and it didn't get straightened out.
Because he wanted to give them to, like, your neighbor, and I didn't even know who it was.
No. I mean, I don't know what happened, but Ralph screwed up.
Me. I called him.
Yeah, and you spoke to him, so what happened?
And he told me he talked to you, and he set it up where Carol was going to bring him to the house.
No, I don't want my wife involved. I don't want Carol involved. I didn't do anything.
And then I tried to call you to find out if this was okay, whatever, and you never called me back. So what do you want me to do?
I didn't get your message, dickwad.
Well,
I can't sit by the machine.
Check your machine.
No, I don't want a guy who I got to get 25 calls from. Get me the glasses now. Get out. Get out of here. Get me the glasses.
You don't have to make 27 calls.
You're incompetent.
Why did you call the eye man? Why did you call them?
Why did I call them?
Yeah.
Because you were unable to deliver the glasses to me as of yesterday when I gave Gay Rich $10 to go pick up the glasses.
Because they weren't ready. They
so
weren't
why didn't you call me and tell me that?
Time.
Why didn't you call and tell me that? I
did. You weren't there. You
no,
didn't
you
call
didn't.
Me back.
I checked my machine at 1 o'clock when I called the I-Man, and you hadn't called me. And don't yell at me because you don't know what you're doing. And all incompetent people yell because they don't do their job. I still don't have the glasses.
Is that why you're yelling?
Yeah. It wasn't my job to get done. Am I right? I give him a job. All I know is my wife's involved, Carol's involved. I want my glasses.
You shouldn't have been involved. That's where it broke down. You would have had them this morning.
I'm sure.
I was in the city all day.
You told me I was going to have them yesterday.
Up.
Yeah, I saw. I saw how I was supposed to get them yesterday.
Yeah.
I waited here at 1 o'clock and never got
You called me at 6:30 one night and said you needed glasses. I got on my blades and ran into the city.
Ralph.
Like a maniac.
Are they here? Are the glasses in my hand this morning?
No, then it's your fault.
Okay. Thank you.
You would have had it. You would have had them if you didn't call and make arrangements.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me out. Thank you. Thank you for helping me out. Now my wife's involved. I'll never see the glasses. Like I never see food in the house and I don't see anything else I need. I can't go get them today. I got to go for a nail and foot appointment.
I talked to your wife last night, and she said they'd be there.
I bet you, I guarantee it, when I come home, they won't be on my desk.
Well, I'll do everything.
I'll be doomed. Thank you.
Well, now they're in another system. You can't even delay.
Now,
you can't stop that from happening.
No, Ralph couldn't stop that. After he spoke to me, I couldn't say, no, I will pick them up tomorrow. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I still involve my wife. He always involves my wife.
I didn't involve your wife.
I don't want to hear it anymore. Get out.
I didn't.
I'm just saying. I didn't ask you in. I was talking to Robin. I don't want to talk to you. I read Prodigy. No one likes you.
You like me.
All right, get out of here.
I'm working on my act. I gotta go.
I got to hear about this. According to Billy, Ralph has been trying to get some sort of stand-up act together. That I got to hear.
I want to. Yeah, Ralph, have you ever told a joke?
No, not professionally.
That doesn't stop him. You know what it is? I think Ralph's saying, hey, I get on the radio once in a while like a Gorilla and these guys. Maybe I can make some appearances.
Oh, boy.
But I need an act.
I need something to do.
Right.
You know, they all start out that way. Write me a few minutes of material.
Yeah. They either go to Jackie or Billy.
Yeah.
Everyone's afraid to go to Fred.
I would go to Fred.
All right. Why don't you do an act where you try suicide on stage, like you try to kill yourself each time?
Like that Daffy Duck cartoon?
Yeah, like a Daffy Duck cartoon. Everyone can relate to that, Ralph. Yeah. Everyone's seen that. All right, thank you. You're right in touch with America. Daffy
Everybody
Duck.
has seen that.
Had a way to tap into America's psyche. Daffy Duck cartoons. Why don't you appear somewhere and blow out the audience's hair?
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
an act.
That's an act. You can blow out different people's hair on stage. And it's good.
And you can engage him in inane conversations while he does it.
I think you should layer your hair.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm just trying to get these glasses for my new hobby.
The moment after he gets these glasses...
my hobby will be over. Yeah. By the time I get the glasses, I'll be blind and have no hobby. I should keep a running tally of my biking expenses. I think I'm up over $7,000 now.
Oh, yeah. You're way up there.
I've already gone through 97 pair of glasses.
Pretty soon you'll have spent as much as you could have on a car.
Yeah. I could have had a car. I was right by your house yesterday. I started riding my bike, Jackie.
Yeah.
Except I got lost, so I had to turn around and go home.
Before you really got lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you get lost? Well, you know what? There are a lot of back roads. Really.
I know. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no sense of direction. You know, like when I go biking with Dan Foreman, he says, we better go east at this point because we're headed this. And I go, how do you know that?
You're biking in Columbus.
I put your finger up in the air. What? No, but I mean, everybody seems to know east, north, south, west. I don't know how they know it.
They don't.
Someone's got to teach me how to do this.
Well, north is towards the Sound and towards Connecticut. That's the only way.
But you have to know where that is. Every moment.
Yeah, but we're not even anywhere near the Sound. I mean, I don't know how he knows.
Some people just have an innate sense.
Do you have that?
No. I never know what people are talking about.
Like, I mean, if you went for a bike ride, you want to know how to get back, right?
I go in a straight line.
Right, that's what I do.
And then I turn around and go back.
That's what I do, and it's boring. I got all the way out to Jackie's house, and I had to turn around.
I don't know how guys know it when they're on a road that they don't know. If you're on a road that you know, you have an idea.
I don't even have an idea when I'm on a road I know.
Well, if the sun is setting and it's in my eyes, I pretty much know
that's west.
What's
that's
that?
West.
See, I don't even know that.
But I have to be practically blinded to know that.
God, I don't know anything, and I don't know anything. I'm like the world's stupidest person.
He's asking me. Every time I go to your house, I get lost. I have to call and say, how do I get there?
Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because Ronnie, the limo driver, is like, well, yeah, why don't you make a left and then go 2 rights? And he's never even been there before. And he knows.
That's his job. Yeah,
but so what? Where do you learn that?
It's still an ability.
I'd like to learn it.
I wonder, all right, if you did an experiment, put a blindfold on Ronnie.
Yeah. Yeah, he could do it.
Drive him somewhere, let him get out of the car, and then tell you where east is.
I don't know. He could do it.
I don't know. See, I think it's just that they have reference points.
Yeah, whatever. I wish I had those reference points.
I don't have them either.
Yeah, sucks.
And I consider it a sign of intelligence.
Yeah. Okay. So, hey, as long as Billy just walked in. Billy, how come you told me yesterday that Ralph was asking you to write him a stand-up act? And then you just walked in and said you were lying.
I made it up.
Why? You were serious.
I wanted to stir it up.
Oh, you did not. Come on. What happened?
What?
What are you saying?
I was just fooling around.
Jackie, was he
How
fooling
did this
around?
come up?
No, wait a minute, Willie. That whole thing about Ralph talking to V was totally made up?
Yeah.
Why did you make it up?
I don't know. I wanted to stir it up.
But how can you stir it up?
What are you stirring up? I don't understand.
I don't know. I just thought it would be fun.
What was going through your mind?
Nothing.
But you were dead serious. I mean, you weren't stirring anything up. You said that Ralph had gone to V at Scott Einzinger's wedding and asked that you write him a stand-up act.
No.
But that's what you told me yesterday.
No, I didn't.
Guys,
all right, what I heard him say to you, I don't
was
know
that
if
on
I
3
heard
different occasions
that-
he'd
that-
asked me to
that Ralph said to V, do you think you could get Billy to write me a few funny lines to say?
I think Billy's like a weird guy, and like
Well, I'm
I
wondering if, I'm
he
wondering
told you
if
this too?
Yeah.
V might have put
in
the
back he told
kibosh
me
on
this.
this.
He told you this?
Yeah, Billy told me the same thing.
Yeah, I know. Well, why would you lie
Billy,
about
why
it?
are you running around lying about me like that?
Well, I can understand that.
I don't know.
totally.
This lion thing feels so good. Now I see why everybody's so into it.
Are you having a nervous breakdown, man?
You're really weird, Billy.
I know.
I think they transplanted too many hairs in your head.
No, I think V said that maybe V and Ralph have a bond or something.
No, I have a feeling V lied to Billy about it.
But
And now he's
now
covering
Billy.
for her?
but why would she do that? She likes me.
Well, why would you do it?
But why would she feel so neglected that she has to make up something?
Why do
to
you?
get me
Why do
going?
you feel so neglected? I mean, substitute your own name.
This is a very strange thing.
Yesterday, I'm sitting in here, and we're talking about Ralph, because, Ralph had been acting weird at Scott Einzinger's wedding.
Can I just say, I wasn't
And Billy
acting
said
weird,
to me,
I was having
think,
fun.
But Billy said to me quite in seriousness, said, Ralph sort of wants to be a performer. I said, well, no, I
They
don't.
had a whole premise behind...
Yeah, and I said, Billy, I don't think so. And all the guys were here, and he goes, well, he's already, called V, 2 or 3 times, and, my wife, and asked if I could write him a stand-up act.
And no laughing, like,
No.
ha, 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 that's a joke.
No, and then even Jackie said, hey, I'm surprised he never called me. And I said, and we were goofing on Jackie, actually.
Uh-huh. But Billy never said at that point...
No, it wasn't like a joke.
My theory...
Right, Fred?
It didn't seem like humor.
No, there was nothing funny about it.
It was
And
kind
then,
of matter of fact. It wasn't like it was edited for the air.
He wasn't laughing. He goes, Ralph's approached V a number of times. And
yeah, and then I said, well, did he offer to pay and stuff? He goes, no, I don't know what he wants to do.
Yeah, he didn't say he was only kidding.
And I said, well, but then Jackie said, well, maybe Ralph just wants to be funny around here, when he comes in on the air and have a couple of lines. He goes, no, he wants a stand-up act. So I said, gee, I don't know. He's never mentioned this to me.
And did he saying it to John away from you?
weird.
So it's like a different conversation he brings with
Yeah, so Billy, why would you? I mean, tell me the truth. Tell me the God's honest truth. What
I
happened?
thought it might embarrass him if I brought it up.
But it is true.
Because he didn't
So
go
it
to
is
me.
true.
He didn't go to me.
He went to V.
At Robin's book signing, and one time before that. But she was stunned. She thought he was kidding around.
So
and
it
then
is
he did
So it is true.
Oh, man. Billy, you're so
Wait.
Billy, is it true or not?
It's true.
Then why are you saying it's not true?
Because I wanted to see how far he's going to take this.
It's not true.
The other day I had this theory that you have angst about being a performer. You're surrounded by performers,
Right.
and you can't perform, so you're kind of causing a calamity wherever you go.
No, Ralph has said to me, gee, I wish I could play an instrument. I'd start a band or something because, now he has some sort of fame, even though it's negative fame.
So you can kind of feel that.
No, that's why it makes total sense.
No, we joke around about that. I mean, if I wanted to learn an instrument, I could.
And Ralph has often said to me, Gary goes to these performances, goes to these appearances and doesn't even try to prepare anything. You think he'd prepare something so people wouldn't feel so ripped off.
I didn't say that.
Well, I mean, we've had that kind of...
just talking about like what these guys go out and do.
Right.
It's kind of lame, yeah.
You say you want to do so. So I mean...
But I didn't say I wanted to do anything.
So why did you... So you started calling V?
No.
You've never called V?
I just called V. This gets even weirder now. So I called V and I said, V, come on, what's the deal? Did Ralph ever ask you? And she goes, I think I'd like to quote the great murderer football player O.J. and say, I plead the fifth. So I said, no, V, really, no kidding around. She goes, I plead the fifth. No, I go, V, come on, be serious. She goes, I plead the fifth. And I couldn't get anything else out of her except I plead the fifth.
So what obviously happened is that she told Billy this whole cockamamie story.
And she must be feeling weird now.
And now Billy's covering for her.
Yeah, she must be feeling weird with Ralph, and she wants to
But I don't know why she would do that, though. Is she that
Get her on the phone.
So you think V made it up? Or you think V's covering for Ralph?
I think V made it up. She told Billy this whole convoluted story.
She likes Ralph.
She likes him, but she wants to feel like she's conducting business on your behalf or something. So, she just wants to...
You think V now made this up?
If I was going to go to anybody, I'd go to you.
Maybe he likes you so much he wants to work on a stand-up act with you.
Hey, if she
wants to represent Ralph.
Wait a minute. Have you ever even said jokingly to V?
No. That's why...
Billy, it is true, though, as far as you know, that she said this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Your wife's...
Oh, boy.
Is your wife getting wacky?
Well,
who cares? She's good and bad. I got to say, Nancy Sirianni's looking like the most stable out of the bunch.
I'm glad to hear that it's me because I was scared for a second that Billy had lost it.
I know. Well, Billy's covering for his wife.
Who does? Well.
Hey, V? V?
Good morning.
Good morning. Why'd you tell Billy that Ralph's been asking for a stand-up act?
I never in a million years said Ralph has asked for a stand-up act. That's not true.
So Billy...
Yeah, no, I never said that.
What did you tell me?
You embellished a little bit.
What's his right jokes?
He came to her privately more than once, and it was kind of weird. I thought
about what?
Maybe he was kidding around. See if you could get Billy to write some stuff for me, will you?
Yeah.
And she was like...
V, has Ralph come up to you and asked you...
To get Billy to write some stuff?
Twice.
When? V, when?
Ralph.
V, what are you talking about?
Ralph.
V.
Ralph, look at where you are. You're in the, pardon my French, effing catbird seat. Howard would help you with anything. Go for it, Ralph. Take advantage of the situation. Come on. Let's tell the truth.
I don't know what you're talking... I mean, if I did, I would be upfront about it. I would ask... First of all, if I wanted any advice, I would go to Howard, nobody else. No insult to anybody else, but I wouldn't go to...
V, are you saying that he came to you and said this and now he's denying it?
Ralph.
V, when? What are you talking about?
Ralph, don't make me do this. You and I have a special thing. Come on, Ralph. Don't make me do this,
V, you're
Ralph.
great. I love you, but I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
Who do you believe, Robin?
I gotta think V's telling the truth now.
Do you?
Ralph's protesting. He's turning red over there.
No, I'm not. Really.
I think I'm believing Ralph.
Really?
I think so.
Look at
I like V. I like Ralph. I can't imagine that
V,
Ralph...
why don't you tell him where he said it?
Yeah, what was this?
Refresh his memory.
The first time, I don't even exactly remember where I was. I just remember being really stunned. Really, really stunned because I had no comeback for it. So then the second time, I can tell you exactly where that was, and I'm really PO'd at myself because I've been through it once before. I should have had a snappy retort to get me out of it. But, I...
Get you out of it?
Get you out of what?
Out of what?
She doesn't want Billy writing for Ralph.
If you want Billy to write for you, he's more than happy to. Approach me. We'll discuss,
But he did approach you.
The size of his paycheck is. You can't just say to me offhandedly, get Billy to write me a few lines. What do you think? I could be fun. Get Billy to write a few lines for me once in a while.
I believe Ralph. I think V's making this all up.
Where was the second place?
No, you guys are just trying to make me nuts.
No, I swear to you.
Maybe you don't know. But
I think V is making this all up because she can't remember when Ralph asked her.
She said she knows about the second place for sure.
Where is the second place?
When we were at Rizzoli's.
What's Roselli's?
Robin's book signing.
The book party at...
No. There was no drugs or alcohol involved.
Wait.
Robin signing in town. Was it Rizzoli's or Brent Thomas? Oh, my God, I'm giving a plug for them. It was at the book signing that I attended, Robin.
The book signing
in Manhattan.
The first one?
And V, you're saying that Ralph walked up to you and said, would Billy...
We were talking. We were talking.
At a restaurant, did you say?
No, at the bookstore.
Not at a restaurant. Never said at a restaurant. I said it was not at a book party. It was not at the book party. It was at the book signing that I attended. And so it was in Manhattan. I have not gone anywhere else.
That first one.
Sorry, Robin.
And it was like in the bookstore I approached you?
We were talking, and it came up. You didn't come out of the blue and go, "Hey, V, blah, 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 blah." Come on, Ralph.
What did I say? What did I say?
You said, I'm a funny guy. You get Billy to write a few lines for me. And I'm just stunned when you say that because, you want to discuss it. Let's talk about it. But, Billy is more than happy to write for people as long as there's a check in the mail.
I wish Billy would write something for me. I got a check in the mail, and Billy won't write a damn thing.
Oh, Hal, don't take me down that road.
Really? What road am I taking you down?
Come on, Billy contributes quite a bit. I'm very proud.
There you go.
I'm very proud.
Mom? But anyway, listen, V, what was the conversation leading up to that? Because...
Ralph, now you need context.
Well, I don't know. I never...
You know what? Most of what you say, I listen to, you listen to me, but I can't remember everything because nothing stuns me and nothing has that much chutzpah, quite frankly. No one has ever approached me and asked me that.
Billy's just sitting there quiet. He's whipped.
I hate doing this.
Why?
I swear to God,
I really do.
I really like you too, and I have no idea what you're talking about.
You didn't joke around about
maybe
like
that's why I'm trying to ask what the conversation was. Maybe you said something like...
You know what? The first time you said
but it sounds like V was insulted.
I thought maybe you were
but you know what doesn't make sense about V's story? So why would she be so insulted by this?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand any of it.
Why wouldn't she just say...
Ralph, I don't understand V.
Why wouldn't V just say, hey, if you want Billy to write for you, then let's discuss payment.
Are you serious? Then give me a call at this number.
Then why would you try to avoid that conversation?
Because I really didn't feel Ralph was approaching me in a business manner. I felt that he was asking me to have Billy just do him a favor and do this for him. And that's
Ralph, you swear you don't even know what she's talking about.
Him and Billy, and that Billy.
You know me. I swear to you.
Ralph would admit it. I know he would.
Okay, you know what?
I admit I was almost the one here.
Howard, I have a nation's worth of people listening to me now. If I was really going to BS, why don't I have something to plug? I have nothing to plug. I have a shower I need to take and a day to begin.
I understand.
So,
all right, take it easy.
I'm lying, okay?
All right. Hey, I'm not saying you're lying. I don't even argue with you.
I think that somehow there was a gross misunderstanding.
You know what? Maybe
that must have been what it was.
Well, why wouldn't Ralph go up to Billy and ask him directly?
But I'm saying Ralph didn't really ask this. If there's something happened that somehow she took it that Ralph was asking Billy just to jot off some lines for him.
I don't know.
But there was never any real...
It doesn't seem to be...
You know what? Maybe Ralph was joking, and maybe
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Up a few lines
Robin,
because I didn't get the joke.
Was there any chance at this book signing that Ralph might have been called to your side and maybe asked some questions by the press or something like that? You know what I mean? Like,
no, listen, you know what, Jackie, thank you. I never know what you're saying.
What the hell were you doing?
Right.
No, maybe Ralph
was going to be interviewed by the press, and they needed some
Ralph
lines.
is so bulletproof. You just believe him point blank.
No, I don't. You know, Jackie, stop being obnoxious and always you believe Ralph point blank. I'm saying this story makes no sense. Ralph's bulletproof. You believe anything he says. It's not that. It doesn't make sense. Why would V be insulted by Ralph asking?
And why would Ralph be pulled off to the side to be interviewed?
The story sounds wacky to me. And Ralph would not. If Ralph wanted lines written for him, he'd be the first one to admit it. He wouldn't be uptight about it. That's why I'm a little curious about all this.
I think something was said that really meant nothing to Ralph, but V...
But maybe V heard something out of Ralph's mouth and Ralph doesn't remember. So there's no resolution to this bit. I want to end it. I want to thank you, Ralph, for coming in. V, thank you as always. Because there's really no way to prove what happened. I just thought it was unusual that Billy then was...
It's been strange from the very beginning because then Billy came in and denied everything, so I don't know what it meant.
You know, I was perfectly happy talking about Baywatch.
You know what? Baywatch made more sense.
And V has a shower to take and a day to begin.
That's right. So let's get out of her life.
That's V. Wesh, the very lovely wife of Billy Wesh, and Ralph Sorella, the whatever he does. All right.
Ralph.
V, yeah.
Please. You know, I still really care about you.
Honey, no more interfacing with Ralph.
No, see, I have to be awkward now with Allison Stern. It's going to be awkward with Ralph.
No.
One by one
It's always awkward with Ralph.
Talk to anybody.
Everyone's learned to avoid you, V.
Oh, dear.
V, no, I still love you. You know what? I just think maybe
So, I don't know. Maybe
you were saying it in
we were
jest.
joking around. I don't even remember.
Hey, as long as I got V on the phone, I want to just say one thing. All right, I like V a lot.
I do.
But I'm going to tell you something. I was talking about, and Billy, I'm going to do this for you because you're too much of a pussy to say it.
Oh, okay.
All right, V, don't take this the wrong way.
I can't imagine what's coming now.
And V, by the way, could Billy write some stuff for Ronnie the limo driver? No. Okay, listen. Wait a second.
Now she's going to get insulted.
All right, no, listen to me. When we go on road trips, which is not often, once in a while we do a trip to Cleveland. We've done a trip to Philadelphia, whatever it is. There's a rule on this show. It's not written down in stone anywhere. But I don't bring my wife. Jackie doesn't bring his wife. Fred doesn't bring his wife. Robin doesn't bring a date. Ralph doesn't bring a date. Gary doesn't bring his wife. It's pretty much a solo kind of thing. When we went up to Albany for me to accept the governor thing.
It's a working tour.
My parents wanted to come on the bus. I told them no. It caused a big rift. They were all upset. They felt they were entitled to come. My wife wanted to come. I said, no, I'm not interested in that. This is my work. I don't want to bring my mommy and daddy and my wife to work with me. I sit and work with the guys. I have to talk to Robin. It's a working thing. I'm not looking to socialize. And quite frankly, I don't want my family on display, open for ridicule from Fred Norris and Jackie Jokeman Marlowe, okay? I said, I don't want it. And
you brought your wife on one trip, and it was a disaster.
It was a disaster. And quite frankly, I'm not. You know what? I don't mind the break from my wife. I really don't mind it. And I don't mind it. And I know the rest of the guys don't.
It's very difficult to be, it's a constant working situation when you're on the road.
Right. Now, ever since Billy started working for us, Billy just shows up with his wife. Because I know he's too much of a pussy to say, hey, Howard has said, the guys have said, this is something that we do on the road. But V just shows up. And I don't mind V. I like V a lot. There's going to be appropriate times to socialize. Like in the year 2005, I have a party planned.
You're on the list.
Yeah, so, Billy, what's your story? Can't you tell your wife to stay home?
I like her around.
Yeah, I know you like her around, but the problem is it ruins it sort of for the rest of us.
Yeah, but if you came to me...
Because my wife kind of says to me, hey, how come V goes? And then Jackie's wife says, how come V goes? It's just kind of blowing our scene. And we dig you and everything. And then we, Yeah. Billy, you're one of the guys. It's just that why do you have to have your wife come?
No mas, no more. Okay.
And I don't mean it as a negative. If any wife should come, it should be V. She's the most fun. She has a nose ring. She has a lot of different things. She's cute. There's no, And
I haven't noticed her get in the way, really.
She doesn't get in the way. It's just, and quite frankly, Billy's not into it. I mean, he has to say that he is, but it would be fine just that bond a little bit.
It is a burden when you have to, what do you do?
It's bad precedent.
With V when he's in a writing session.
Well, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And then Billy's looking for Billy couldn't even be on the bus with us because he had to ride with V.
That is such a lie.
Well,
that is such a lie. I bet
No, he feels guilty.
Can I tell you that's what I really resented.
He feels guilty.
That I called in.
Yeah.
I'm very cool about stuff like that.
Yeah, but you don't understand.
I don't have a problem with Jessica Hahn in the bathtub. I don't have a problem.
I know that. You're one of the guys, V.
I don't have a problem with Billy, riding the bus back from Albany.
Yeah, but why do you have to be there?
On his lap. I don't care. I wasn't there. I was in the car with Ronnie and
No. Why do you have to go? Why do you have to go? Period.
Because I've just become such a fan of the show.
No, I know you're a fan of the show, but you have to listen on the air.
As a whack packer.
No, not as a whack packer. I'm not putting you down. I'm just saying it's.
I don't view that as a put down.
Oh. Well, what I'm saying is that we don't want you as a whack packer.
Whack packer with special credentials. That's not fair.
Yeah, you're not a whack packer to us. You're Billy's wife, and Billy's very dear to us and very important. But Billy has a hard time standing up to you.
No,
he really does. He does. He doesn't want
to standing up to me at
all.
He
doesn't want to lose you. It took him a long time to get you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And I know with Billy, I know you're real nervous about this conversation and everything. I like your wife. It's not a negative thing. It's just, look, it's bad precedent. All the other guys don't bring their wives. You know this. Get laid twice before you leave, pal.
We've never gone for that long.
Why can't we go?
Well, I know that his wife really wants to go. I mean, she really can't.
And she's fun, but then your wife and everybody else is like...
Yeah, they're like, well, wait a second. Why is Billy's wife going? And I don't have an answer for that. I really don't. I'm a quick talker.
But I do, Billy's personal management.
Yeah, you're Billy's personal manager, but none of us bring our personal manager with us.
Come on.
Oh, Don's not with you?
Don is with me sometimes because he's running the group.
But he's never on the bus.
He's never on the bus or anything like that.
I'm never on the bus with you either. I don't want to be on the bus.
Well,
we don't have to take care of Don.
Yeah, it's different. It's just different. You're a wife. It's different.
Oh.
I don't need everyone bringing personal management. All right?
Billy can talk to us directly.
Don's out there actually straightening things out for me, and not necessarily for me, but for the show.
You've told me. Okay.
Yeah, but don't take it the wrong way.
He has a legitimate function. He's involved with the affiliates and the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. When we go up to Albany, he's the guy who's the liaison between the Albany station and us. He's arranged the whole thing.
Right.
You're there hanging out and having a party.
That's true.
I mean, let's face it, you're not really managing Billy at that point.
Well, not necessarily, at your functions, but I do that.
No, you manage Billy separately, but you don't have to do that from the bus in Cleveland.
I mean, you might as well come in here.
A negotiation might come up in Albany.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
How'd I do, Billy? Did I say what you wanted me to?
No! But, as far as that goes, she might as well come in here every day. I mean, we're doing a show at that time.
Well, she would, though. She's definitely into it.
No,
V, do you want to come in every day and sit next to Billy while he works? He does some voices and stuff?
I've done that already. That's okay.
Because what if a negotiation pops up?
I've done that already. That's okay. And what's wonderful is you have such a great office and such great office staff. They let me know right away when there's anybody I need to call back.
Right. What does that mean?
That they're keeping her in touch with what's going on.
When bosses come in for Billy, right away they call and they let me know. It's great. You have a really great office staff.
Well, yes. That's what I'm saying.
An incredible team of interns.
Right. But, we just don't want it's kind of like we got a good thing worked out where we can all go off and we don't have to bring our wives and we can work. And it's just, I can't explain to my wife why V goes. Because she's asked me, she goes, hey, how come V went? I go,
V was there?
V was there? I don't know. And Billy's walking around with the wife, and there's a whole scene.
I remember the time that it really was a little bit strange was when we stopped off in Cleveland at that house.
Yeah.
And, you were supposed to get massages.
Yeah.
And V was standing there watching.
Yeah, V's there.
No way.
Yeah,
I did not stand there watching. I was taking pictures.
Yeah, and V's with a camera. So you can show pictures to my wife.
Of Elaine Marks.
Yeah, great. Yeah, do me a favor, V. I love you. I want to see you socially when I see Billy.
I know you don't love me.
No, I do. You're wrong.
Okay, I just
You're taking it the wrong way.
another rejection in my life.
No, all right. Thank you. Hey, V, go have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. That's a lovely, beautiful girl. Blue hair.
Purple.
How's that, Billy?
Good.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
You guys can't talk to the old women.
He is so strange when you're talking to V.
I know, it's like he's demon-possessed.
A different person.
Now he's trying to smile and stuff.
I know, it's a very uncomfortable thing.
I picture it like this. V is like way better than Billy. She's the best looking girl Billy ever got. And Billy just doesn't want to lose her.
Will do anything she says.
Yeah. And he's set up this whole relationship where she's really in control.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I also think maybe Billy needed somebody like that, who he was a little out of control, and he needs somebody who was more in control.
I don't know. Listen, Freud.
He's always analyzing why these guys are in the relationship.
In control, out of control.
What the hell is wrong with you?
There's got to be a reason.
All right, get out of here. People don't like you. Get out. Get out. You bring the show to a halt. Get out. Stupid.
But, like right now, Billy's not even working. He usually would goof on Ralph and do his voice, but he can't do it because it's about V.
I know. It's weird. And he gets all weird when it's about V. Like he can't say anything.
Very strange.
Notice he doesn't do an impression of her on the phone.
No. Oh, he can do everybody in your family, though.
He told me. Ralph told me that. I'm telling you.
Did you notice how he even said, it was a joke. It was a joke. It wasn't true. I lied.
You're the most pussy-whipped guy I know, Billy.
Thank you.
More than Scott Einziger.
Thank you.
Nobody.
What?
At sorry, Billy. At Robin's book party, something what happened with the jacket? I was leaving the party, and Billy left V's jacket behind her.
Uh-oh.
And you were supposed to what? She was screaming at him.
Really?
And Billy was like, had his head down.
Billy's worse than Scott the engineer.
He was like, yes, dear.
Really?
Dear.
I mean, she was losing.
Did you get yelled at, man?
What happened there?
I was supposed to watch her jacket, and I was holding on to a jacket, or I had it in my hand, and then one minute I didn't, and I thought the janitor swept it away.
Welcome to hell, pal.
Thank you.
She must be good in the sack or something. Did she yell at you? Did she yell at everyone? Did she yell at you in front of everyone?
I don't know.
Not too bad?
I think within earshot of Ralph. But
no.
I was in the other room, and I heard her. I came out to see what the commotion was.
Sorry, I missed it. Even Jackie can yell at his wife in public, and she's not allowed to yell at him.
He gets a few drinks at him.
Jackie takes a few belts, and yeah. What's the matter, Nancy? You got beer spilled on you? This is a beer fest. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, get this out. Come.
Stupid. And then he gave hold of the C word.
Get the F out.
Get the F out, you C word.
I'm in control.
Yeah. Billy, you need to drink.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, you sound awful today.
What is wrong with
What happened to you, man?
I know it's
Nothing.
What's happening?
He's saying he's finally found that magic woman that's shorter than him, and he ain't blown it.
Right. He found a girl shorter than him, and it's cute.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous and fun, and
right. And he doesn't want to lose it.
You don't.
Not over the show.
I don't blame him.
See, it's 3 days a week. He's with her 7.
He's there.
Right.
24 hours a day.
All right, pal. You just bow your head and everything will be fine. And try and hold on to the jacket next time. Don't lose it. Oh, if my wife ever said that to me, I would have...
That would never happen. I know that.
Oh, no. That would never happen in public. You were
First of all,
supposed to...
you would never be watching her jacket.
No. Why are you watching her jacket?
I don't know.
You're the celebrity. She's supposed to watch your jacket.
I'm very
She's your
low
manager.
profile. I'm so laid back.
Why are you watching? Why do you have to watch your wife's jacket at a party?
I was
Why? Watch her own damn jacket.
Hanging on to it.
Watching.
You were hanging on to it.
I think we need her on the phone.
What was so great about this jacket?
I don't know.
Isn't it funny when Billy is doing an impression of that pussy whip Bill Cates? And then, but look at Billy. I wish I did an impression.
No one knows better than me, my love.
Why? What do you mean? Your wife took her jacket off and said, "Here, you watch this."
She said, "Can you hang on to it for me?" While she was gadding about.
And then you.
Yeah, okay. And then I had it 1 minute, and then I didn't. And
then you got in trouble.
Yeah, it was weird.
And then she yelled at him.
It was really weird because I had to leave the room.
Like, well, I get pissy if I give her things to hang on to.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, I don't have it. You know, it's like, oh, Jesus.
How come we never witnessed that?
Yeah. You know, Billy, like during the day, is like the voice of Ren Stampy. He's on the radio. He's at commercials. He's the voice of the Honey Nut Bee. You know, the Cheerios thing.
Sure.
And he goes home and he gets yelled at.
Like everyone else.
Yeah. No wonder you drank.
That had nothing to do with it.
He drank for all the years that this was going to happen to him.
Yeah. Now's the time to start drinking.
Wasting all the time.
Someone get Billy a drink. All right, let's take a break. Billy, let's forget all the trouble. Let's have some fun.
Just have fun.
Yeah, I got tons of stuff to talk about.
Cold gold.
Cold gold.
Make them old.
Make me young.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
It's the soon-to-be-retired Howard Stern.
Can't be soon enough. Jackie the Joke Man Marlowe. Over 350 filthy jokes on CD or cassette.
Do you know what he just did?
What?
He just like a foghorn blew the biggest fart.
Who did?
In the middle of the hall, Jackie.
Oh, did he?
And Tom was coming down the hall.
Yeah.
I had to walk through it.
Oh, that's I have no problem with that. Good work. What was that?
It's not true, but who would care?
Oh,
all right.
It's not true.
Jokeland special, buy two, get one free. If you want to get Jackie's CD, call 1-800-323-KING.
I heard it coming around the corner.
Tomorrow night, last area appearance at Rascals by the Shore. Jackie, tomorrow night, you better hurry up and get your tickets in Ocean Township, New Jersey. He's going to blow a fart right on stage.
Yeah, he'll be making some kind of noise.
For jokes in the Jokeland internet address, call 516-9221.
Was coming in.
Remember, 516-9221 is not a pay service. I know that we just did like 20 minutes of ragging on Ralph, but Baba Booey the strangest thing just happened. Baba Booey comes in during the commercial and starts screaming about Ralph. And I said, well, you know, you had your opportunity. Why didn't you come in and scream about him?
Screaming about him? Why?
I don't know.
Because Ralph has no respect for anybody on the show or for certain people on the show. And Ralph sees himself as a greater entity. He thinks that he should be a big character on the show, that he should be going out doing appearances. And I think, like when he said before, that he thinks that what I do is lame. It's only lame to him because he's not doing it. And he feels he should be getting appearances every week. Hold on a second, Ralph. All I do is I go to places and I sign pictures. So I don't know what preparation Ralph thinks I need to have that makes me so lame.
Because Ralph has said to me, he thinks that when Gary goes out to do an appearance, he's getting a lot of money, that he should go out and like
I thought that was rather
prepare something.
The answer is I'm getting a lot of money that Ralph thinks he should be getting.
No, is that true, Ralph? Do you
he's
think
a big star, the big hairdresser, the big stylist.
No, why do you have that attitude, Gary?
Why would you say what I do is lame?
How have I come across with that? Now, we were having a conversation about what happened in Atlantic City, and that's what Howard's referring to. I didn't say every time you go out it's lame or something like that.
You just said before, you said what Gary does is lame. You said, I'll get the tape.
When we were standing, I was just joking just now.
It's not funny to me.
That's
every time you blow out Howard's hair, it looks like crap.
I was just talking about the conversation that we had when all that went down in Atlantic City.
Well, it didn't sound like
a bikini contest.
What it sounded like.
I love when my staff is at war.
No.
When you had no bikini girls.
Ralph, shut up.
That was lame.
What we all admit is that the Atlantic City thing was a disaster and it was lame. You didn't qualify. You said when I go out, it's lame. You said when Gary goes out, it's lame. Now, I've done probably 300 appearances over the last 8 or 9 years.
Well, I don't know why Gary's the only one that's upset, because he said Gary and these guys.
Right. Who are these guys?
Why do you have this attitude that you think that I want to go... hey, listen, if somebody wanted to give me $2,000 to run, I'd be happy to do it.
Well, it just sounds like a little bit of jealousy when you say what I do is lame.
Well, you guys got into a fight back in the...
Yeah. That's part of it. I say I was mad at Ralph, because Ralph really is... Howard's right. He says Ralph is passive-aggressive, and he really is passive-aggressive, and he has no respect for me. I'm sitting at my desk, right? I'm having a conversation with Robin from the E! Show about something we're going to do on tomorrow's show. In the middle of the conversation, Ralph gets right between the two of us, and decides that he suddenly, at that moment, no other moment, has to look in my desk. So I said, Ralph, do you mind? I'm in the middle of a conversation. And he goes, dude, you could go on forever. I said, I could go. This is my desk. This is my office. You shouldn't even be here. Ralph is supposed to come in, do Howard's hair in the morning, do Howard's hair again at 8:30, and be gone. But he's a part of all of our lives.
Gary,
he can look in my desk. There's 8 hours a day you could be looking in my desk. Why at that moment did you feel you had to get between her and I so that I couldn't see her and have a conversation with her?
Because that's why I was coming up there to do that, and I wanted to do it before I forgot. I had to check something.
So that your life can be easier, we should stop what we're doing. Just like yesterday, Howard had to go get his eyeglasses. So Ralph comes in and he says, hey, who can I send to get Howard's glasses? I said, send Gay Rich. John says to me, you know what? Gay Rich is in the middle of a really big project. Can we send Gorilla? Ralph goes, you know what, man? I just explained it all to Gay Rich, and I don't feel like explaining it again.
No.
And I heard Ralph say before, 2 minutes before, Ralph said, I got to go home and go to sleep. So in other words, I have to throw my whole office into disarray because Ralph doesn't want to re-explain something to somebody so he can go home and go to sleep.
No,
but that's how it happened.
You're not
John saw it, Gorilla saw it, and Gay Rich saw it.
You're not telling it right. You're not telling it right.
All right, tell me how it went.
First thing in the morning, I said, who should I have do it?
And I told you Gay Rich.
I do it. 2 hours later when I'm leaving, John says to me, or you say to me, that Rich is doing articles. Can Gorilla or somebody go?
So far, so good.
And I was on my way out the door. I didn't feel good. I really wanted to get home and go to sleep.
So in other words,
so let me finish. So
you were heavily resistant. Finally, when I got mad and yelled at you, you came back and said it.
You didn't yell at me.
I did.
You said I don't care. You run.
No. That's right.
You know what? We do a stupid radio show. Can you imagine what goes on at at the government where corporations that actually make vaccines?
That they have people like Ralph and Baba Booey?
Yeah.
So now wait a second. Because it was very specific. I mean, there were things involved that I didn't want to.
10 seconds to explain. Gay Rich goes, I don't know why Ralph makes such a big deal about it. It takes 10 seconds to re-explain.
You know what, Gary? I didn't want Gorilla to go because I didn't want it to get messed up. Okay, I felt Rich was more competent. I thought he was more competent.
That's not your decision.
The Love Network.
Ralph, that's not your decision to make. You just said to me, who can I send? And you told me, I think Gorilla's competent enough. That's not your decision to make.
Excuse me, Berry Boy. I handle a little more things around here than you do, and they get done. Okay, so the fact that I would have went, it would have got done. All right.
That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't want to say that. That's why I didn't want to say.
Well, you could eat me because I do a lot more around here than you do, and it's all taken care of. Okay, I don't pawn off my crap for other people. All right. When I'm tired, I come to work and I do my work. I don't go home and sleep.
Okay.
All right, so shut the hell up.
All right.
But this is what goes on back there. There's always
You've never messed anything up.
Ralph is throwing these wrenches.
You've never messed anything up.
Okay, I'm here. As far as percentages goes, mine's a little higher than yours. All right.
Of what? Messing up?
No.
Well, all right. Why don't you guys go back and work that out?
Did they really get into a fight? I mean,
and then Billy was complaining about Ralph too, but he doesn't want to complain on the air.
Excuse me, who forgot Howard's shorts at a very important shoot?
I did.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
Hey, got you there.
They got you there. He shut you up, didn't he?
What about the Jordan?
No, I just get bummed out. I really do. I get bummed out because, you know, Ralph is really not supposed to be that heavily involved in the office, but he is.
I know.
And I feel weird because we've sort of been becoming friends, and I feel weird about telling him sometimes, like even about coming in here.
Right.
You know, it just happened again last week.
Yeah, you have to listen to Gary.
But I feel weird because then I feel like if I tell Ralph not to do something, then all of a sudden, he thinks I'm picking on him, and it blows the whole friendship thing.
Because he's like a girl. He's sensitive.
No, I don't. But when have I gotten mad? I don't get mad at you for anything that you tell me professionally.
I don't tell you. I should be telling you a lot more things I don't tell you. There's a lot of instances.
Tell me whatever you got to tell me, man.
I will. I'll tell you from now on.
I mean, I don't. Instead of, you let things pile up.
All right, very good. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Ralph. Billy, you want to tell your story about when Ralph hit you on your head?
And wait a second. Wait, hold that story for a second. And I said yes, and I was cranky yesterday. Like I said, I didn't.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
And I said to Gary, okay, I'll have Gorilla do it.
I got a headache.
And Gorilla ran out of here, and he goes,
I just wanted the audience to see that people think what we do isn't work. You see what goes on out there?
Gary, right?
It should have never come to that.
This is my entertainment for the day.
Howard, I just have to finish one sentence. Ralph was saying, I could have done this, we could have done that yesterday. The answer is, when I said, Steve should do it, you should have gone, okay. By the time you put up all the resistance, Gorilla was on to another project. Should have just been, all right, man, I understand you guys got to run the office, but I got to go now. I got to go prepare my lame act.
Oh, yeah? What are you preparing?
I don't know. It's pretty lame, though.
Where are you going to
be? Somewhere lame.
Where?
Oh, I don't know. The next thing I'm going to be doing, I'll be at Pegasus, which is the...
And what are you going to do? Just stand there and sign stuff?
I'm just going to stand there and sign stuff.
And you're not going to say anything to the crowd?
That's right.
You're going to be pretty lame.
The lameness Ralph wishes he could be doing.
All right, very good. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Ralph.
It's beautiful.
Maybe you should ask Billy to write a few lines for you.
I can't afford them.
And what's Billy mad about?
Billy said, can I say it, Billy?
That wasn't mad. I mean, I was just weirded out.
Just tell us, Howard.
Okay.
We're at the
All right, you want to hear it? You want to hear it? Okay.
Absolutely.
So Billy had come back from getting his hair transplants, and he was wearing his hat and everything. So Ralph walks up to him and says,
This was at the screening of Stewart Saves the World. Jackie stole Ralph's sandwiches while we were sitting in the dark, and Ralph thought I did it, and he bopped me off the head, and I came to him a day later, and I said, I really don't like that.
Billy got tough.
Billy said to Ralph, hey, don't bop me on the head again. I just had my hair transplants.
And I said, even if I didn't have my hair transplants, I'll smack you back if you ever do it again. 3 days later, he comes in the office and squeezes my head with the cap on. I said, look, I told you, cut it out. And it's like, that's so passive-aggressive. It's like, my worst enemies don't even touch me. I mean, they don't physically bother me.
Billy, I mean, I touch people all the time. I forget that you have stuff going on up there. I'm sorry.
But how could you forget that I said that?
Ralph.
Would you squeeze his head like a coconut?
I might have gone up
how resentful.
I might have gone up to him and gone like this, like, hey, man, what's up? Why is that resentful?
How resentful
Why
are
is that resentful? I don't resent you.
That's not too drunk to come in a day later and grab somebody after they warned you don't do it.
It wasn't a day later, and you didn't say, at that point, you didn't say anything about your hair.
I said it after it happened. I talked to you nice, and I warned you a second time.
He doesn't
I talked
understand
nice.
the concept is he shouldn't be touching him.
Right.
He doesn't understand.
Billy's not angry about the hair transplant. Billy doesn't want anybody touching his head.
Yeah, I'm a 43-year-old guy.
I'll do the play-by-play. So Ralph just patted Jackie on the head, and and Jackie punched him in the nuts.
He's so wrong. Ralph is just so wrong. He doesn't know it.
Are you wrong, Ralph? Do you see? I agree with Billy on this. Why are you touching anyone's head unless they ask you to?
I don't know.
You don't rub everybody's head. It was a Billy thing.
He had a Billy thing.
And Billy had the hair transplant.
No. He hid my. I thought he hid my. I thought he hid my sandwiches. I thought he hid my sandwiches.
Yeah, but Jackie hid your sandwiches.
Oh, I didn't know that. Billy was closest to it, so I was like, and I just joking around.
Right.
And then the other day, I was like, you go up to somebody like, hey, what's up, like that.
Get your hands off me, Ralph.
All right. Okay. Look, listen, obviously, there's a lot of issues.
And I like you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. V and I both like Ralph. I don't dislike Ralph.
I actually like him, too.
I don't dislike you. That's not why I touch you. And I was...
Billy, in some defense, it's hard to resist touching little short bald guy's head.
See, that's why Billy's upset. Ralph is not patting Fred on the head.
Right.
Yeah, I'd have to go like this.
You touch little short guys because you think you can get away with it. No, I'm in agreement with Billy. Yeah. Seriously, in all seriousness, Ralph, I don't want anybody touching me.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm with you.
Sometimes, like, hey, man, what's up?
Yeah, you touch me because you're paid to touch me.
No, like.
He's never patted Howard on the head.
No, he's too tall.
Yeah. And also, I'll fire you. All right, listen, obviously people don't like you. Get out of here.
Oh.
Gary, you've gotten it off your chest.
I vented.
You feel better now?
I feel better.
Everyone feels better?
See, you know what Gary does? If there's little things that bother you, tell me right away so you don't explode at me for something little.
Well, like that, Ralph, they were so quickly put together that I didn't even have time to talk to you about them. You just did 2 things in 5 minutes.
What is it, Stuttering John?
Dominic wants to also add to the tirade on Ralph.
Why? What does he have to add?
About how Ralph's annoying at the card games and stuff.
All right, let me hear this.
It's Ralph venting day.
Remember Atlantic... What is it, Dominic? You better have something to say.
Yeah, very simple. He dominates all situations. It's like we were in Atlantic City. We're all having a good time. He has to take a bath. He takes over the entire suite.
It's true.
He takes
and then he pleasured himself in the bathtub, and no one else could use it.
No,
you did too. I walk in, there's this big ring around the tub, and I go, "Hey, dude, you're filthy." He goes, "No, man." He says it was really sexy in here, and I was watching the Playboy channel.
And then
I go, "Wait a second, you're telling me you fouled the bathtub?"
Yogurt.
Nobody else is going to use it.
Well, what about when Senator D'Amato sitting at the table? He dominated the game. I don't even know how it happened. It was like Ralph.
I know, and Ralph was saying off-color things to Senator D'Amato.
I think he was saying them too.
No, be quiet.
How dare you say that?
He's
fun. Fine senator.
You idiot.
But you know what it's like? It's almost like the boss's girlfriend's got power over all of us.
Yeah, but you know what? You're a little bit too jealous.
No, see, that's what you guys think, and everybody resents me for it.
Dominic's all upset because now I'm into biking, and Dominic wants to do everything with me, but Dominic weighs 500 pounds, and he can't go biking with me. So we haven't played cards in a real long time. Dominic goes, "Come on, let's play cards." But I'm into biking. So I go biking all day. I don't want to go out and play cards. So he's all jealous. And I said that I would, on my bike, I would get one of those big baby carriages that you attach to the side.
Big Dominic?
And put Dominic on the side cart and carry him around. But he's embarrassed to do that.
Listen, the bike riding and the karate and the jiu-jitsu will all be over soon. We'll be back at the card table.
You should take up eating, and then you could do something with them.
Ralph.
Olympic. All right, very good, Dominic.
Goodbye.
All right, that's Dominic Barber, the very noted attorney.
Fighting over you. Huh?
Yeah, well, Dominic and Ralph. Dominic wants to be my girlfriend.
And Ralph, he feels supplanted by Ralph.
Dominic hates Ralph.
Yeah.
Because he goes, "Why are you hanging around with that faggot?"
You better you know, I told you once he cornered me at another function when you weren't there.
Right.
And warned me to warn you about Ralph.
Yeah, I know. And he always is warning me about Ralph, that Ralph is like a user and he's bad influence on me. And I go, "Dominic."
Ralph is very gullible. And
Because
he
Ralph
doesn't
comes-
know how to pick his friends.
Ralph actually comes over my house and like we hang out.
Well, yeah.
And Dominic hates Ralph because Dominic wants to be hanging out at the house.
Now, Dominic used to like me.
Until you
like when I first met him, like, you know, first couple times he liked me, but then he realized, like,
you were
you were friends,
right.
and then all of a sudden it turned.
He gets upset by everyone.
Girlfriends until you move in on them.
Even when I was hanging out with that guy Eddie from IBM and Jeff Schick from IBM, I hang out with Jeff a lot because Jeff's always helped me out with my computer and stuff. In fact, he just hooked it up so that Ratso can actually look in my computer.
Fantastic.
From his house.
Yeah, I had that situation set up.
Did you? Yeah, it's pretty cool. What?
There's one more person on the phone that wants to say stuff about Ralph, and she really is the queen of all Ralph haters.
Who?
Kathy, who runs our office.
He
burns her up.
She doesn't have a bad word to say about anybody.
He drives her nuts.
Kathy, do you want to say something?
Well, you know, it's a constant battle with Ralph as far as, like, your office.
Kathy, we're on the air.
I'm sorry.
Kathy, what you're saying is, I had to hit the button because you used the S word, but what you're saying is, this must be serious if Kathy Tobin's calling in.
And cursing.
And cursing. And so you're saying that you gave him a special corner in the office to put his stuff away in a cabinet.
Literally 2 months ago.
Right.
And, you know, he can't find a cabinet to put his things in because it's not perfect enough for him. And it's just getting out, you know, it's getting out of hand. If you go back there, I can't even get to my files because there's so much of his stuff.
Yeah, and I saw you wrote him a nasty note this morning, too.
Yeah, and I'm fed up. I can't handle it anymore.
Ralph, what are you going to do about that? Because I said to him, Ralph, why does Kathy have to go after you all the time? Explain this to me. I don't know anything about this. He says, well, there's a special cabinet that I need for my stuff, and I can't find the I said, so go out and look for the cabinet.
I did. I can't find something.
So get a different cabinet.
That fits in there.
Ralph,
right?
you go to any hardware store, there's a cabinet.
No, I wanted to. I've explained this to Kathy, and Kathy, yesterday I talked to Richard, and I asked him to ask you about.
You know, Ralph's whole job takes 15 minutes. All he has to do is blow out my hair.
No,
I don't know what goes on.
We use props and costumes and stuff like that, and I want to try and keep some of it here, so I needed some space for it. And I asked Gary.
This has been since March. You know, I mean, I can find a
Kathy,
cabinet.
I had a clothes thing back there with all the stuff hung up on it.
What's going on back there?
And you took it apart and threw it out.
Well, every time you brushed by it, it would fall apart onto the floor, and I'd be picking up.
Part of the problem is that, so Ralph's got this job here where not only is he your stylist, but he's also in charge of some costumes.
Yes.
But, you know, listen, we're confined here. We don't have the whole floor.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And Ralph feels that he should have probably a whole room to store his stuff, and we just don't have it. And that's the battle that he and Kathy go through.
I'm not battling with
Meanwhile, Ralph loves all this attention anyway. Because he's passive-aggressive.
Look, he's got everybody involved with him.
Everyone is now talking about Ralph. Which is his goal.
Do you see how everyone in the show is involved?
He's not even here that long every day.
Hate is better than nothing.
All right, here's what I'm going to rule on now. Hold on, I got to step in. Now listen to me. I have to step in. No, I've heard enough.
Hey, Kathy, I had a solution.
I said you're out of order.
Kathy,
you're out of order. Stop.
Fine him.
First of all, regarding Billy, never touch Billy. Ever.
And what did you say about Kathy this morning, Gary?
What's that?
Like not to get
I
her
said
away
she's in a bad mood this week.
She's in a bad mood to stay away from
Kathy,
her.
I think you're in a bad mood.
Gary.
Oh, you are. You're in a bad mood.
Is
That
it
doesn't
a bad
mean.
time?
But Kathy being in a bad mood doesn't mean she's wrong. It means she's in a bad mood, but she's right.
Period, or just regular bad mood?
I think the combination of Ralph and some other problems we're having in the office.
Get laid.
Oh, dear, there's lots of problems. What did he say?
Oh, man.
What was that?
You don't want to know, Kathy.
You don't know.
Man, you got some problem, Howard.
I just a warp. But I love it. Anyway, no, let me tell you something. I'm going to settle it all.
See, now, I like that. I was going to say, I can see how the Gary war started. I remember when Ralph was telling you, oh, Gary, from now on, I want you to call me and let me know when all the guests are here.
Yeah, that was another battle we had. Ralph's here all morning, right? His job is to give makeup to the guests if they want them. Ralph gets a schedule at the beginning of the week. He knows when everyone's coming.
Yeah.
One day a guest came in, and she got in here before she got makeup, and Ralph said, I would like you to call me when the guests come. And I said, hey, Ralph, you got nothing to do all morning except wait for the guests.
Gary,
I'm running around producing the show.
I was working that day. I happened to be working on something for
Well, you
Robin.
could inform him. That's nothing wrong with that.
No. He should be here. Howard, if I'm running around producing the show, if the phones are ringing and stuff's going on...
But you don't want him near your office?
And he should be near the front. There's an office that Ganji has...
So you want him staying at the front?
Ganji sits in an office and waits for the guests to come. He's got
He's in the back
same job
So
doing
have Ganji give you a call.
Ganji was working on articles or something, and I just mentioned in passing.
Listen, I've heard enough of this. I got a show to do. I want to talk about the president and the fact that the White House is being invaded.
This is more important.
Don't touch Billy's head. That's number one. Just leave Billy alone. Don't even talk to Billy. That's number one.
I like Billy.
No, do you like him? No, he don't like you. You heard what he said. He finds you annoying. Don't touch Billy. Don't touch anyone on the show. As far as Gary goes, I told you. Stay out of the office. Just blow my hair out. That's what you're here for.
It's always a struggle with me and Gary.
And now, the big problem here between you and Kathy is you have costuming, right, that we use on the show. I want you to talk to Kathy about it today. She'll give you a timetable to get this. Discuss with her what you need, and then also talk to the E people. They're involved with some of this costuming. They will brainstorm with you, and this week you will get the necessary shelving. That's all.
Thank you, Howard.
Yeah, very good, Kathy. Thank you. That's all. And try to act less like a homo. Try to act like a regular guy. You're whining too much. All right, now everyone talked about you. Get out. Yeah. Everyone out. Did I solve everything?
Yes.
Good. What?
I know. I thought you were going to go to break, and I was going to tell you some other things we were going to talk about.
All right. I will take a break. I got some off. This is a radio show. Imagine if we did something important.
I do just want to add that...
I just can't
you would hate it if
Ralph
everybody got along.
in the few hours that he's here.
Ralph,
this much hair.
All he has to do is blow out hair.
Everybody does get along, except for you. He said you would hate it if everybody got along.
Always talking about it behind everybody's back.
Everybody's talking about who?
Ralph thinks the reason why people don't like him is because he hangs out with you and he's your buddy and everyone's jealous of him. But the point is, before Ralph hung out with you at Channel 9, he didn't hang out with you as friends yet. Everyone hated him there too.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't realize it's his personality. He didn't do it with you.
It's true. Everyone at Channel 9 hated you, Ralph.
They didn't want to define him every other week.
I know. I was the only one helping him. I don't care what you tell me, Howard. He's disrupted to the show, and I have to have the authority to fire him.
Can't stand him.
It's true. Dan hated you, too.
No, it's not your friendship, Ralph. It's you.
It's you, man. John, good point.
Incompetent people get upset by me. That's what happened. They were so incompetent at Channel 9.
When you get a AAA rating, you can call everyone else incompetent.
I didn't call you incompetent.
No, but you're calling... once again, you're blaming your problems on other people. Did you ever stop to think that, hey, maybe I'm a little annoying?
Maybe a little, but not enough to cause a problem.
All right, why don't you
Don't
guys...
get annoyed by it,
My name
man.
is Ralph, and I'm an annoyaholic.
Why do you have to get annoyed? What am I doing that's annoying you? Howard, put it this way. One day I saw Ralph yelling at an intern because he got a speeding ticket, and Ralph was yelling at him he shouldn't be speeding. And the intern's like, who the hell is this guy?
Don't interface with people.
I wasn't yelling at the intern.
You're trying to do shtick. You're trying to be funny.
I wasn't trying to be funny. The guy was driving around with
I don't care. I got a million things to do on this show. Go ahead. Everybody get along. Everyone shake hands with Gary. Shake hands with Billy, and that's the end of it. Shake hands with Jackie.
I don't want to touch.
All right, don't touch Billy. Shake hands with Jackie, and that's it.
Jackie doesn't want to touch me.
All right.
Can I pat him on the head?
All right. Let's take a break, and then I'll clear everyone out, and we'll get to the regular show with the
Everybody
phone
go
calls.
back to their neutral corner.
Yeah, I can't take it anymore. It's unbelievable. I come out
I couldn't believe Kathy Tobin. I've never heard her upset with anybody.
She used the S word and the F word.
and her I don't even see.
No, the point is you shouldn't see each other. Ralph should be gone by 8:30. Kathy gets in at 9, but somehow they keep crossing over.
All right. Let's take a break, and everyone will be back right after these words. I've got more letters. People hate Ralph so much. Here, Howard, these are faxes, Robin. I think I speak for 90% of Howard's audience. Ralph is a big berry-faced, hair-styling pussy who, if it wasn't for Howard, would be working as a garbage man. Believe me, no one likes him or wants to hear from that pussy. If he got fired today, you probably would double your audience. I hate that faggot. He's a nobody. I don't know why you have to use words like faggot.
Yeah, I don't know that Ralph has declared himself.
In all fairness to Ralph, he would not be a garbage man if he was on the show. He'd be a parking lot attendant. This one says, Howard, Ralph is such a dick. Comb your own hair and fire him. I love that one. They go on and on, Ralph. Comb your own hair. It's not that simple, okay? There he is.
They're just attacking me because some things happened today. Right, that's it.
Well, somebody did fax in just now that we should take a listener poll, and they believe that Ralph would be thrown off the show. We should have to stand by the poll.
I think people who like me aren't going to call in. It's only the people who...
Howard, fire effing Ralph. He adds nothing to the show. The only thing he's done is get porked by a priest.
I did not.
His voice is annoying. He is not funny. His time on the air is a waste of time. He seems to disrupt the others working on the show, and your hair looks like S half the time anyway.
Hey, Howard, do you like me?
I like you, Ralph. Don't worry about it, pal.
That's all I need.
That's all that counts.
That's all that
and here's a cartoon someone drew. This is Ralph and Billy, and it says, hey, Billy, write me some jokes, and I'll put you down. Look, there he is, patting him on the head.
What does that say?
What does that say? It says, put me down, Ralph. Put me down.
No, he's talking about on the shirt.
The shirt.
I don't know.
I mud ick. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Little cartoon.